So you have push-ups, Copenhagen planks, and lateral lunges. Push-ups, again, can be modified heavily.
Okay.
They're meant to be kind of in, I would say, start as kind of warm-up flow stuff and then can get progressively harder
Okay.
through the warm-up or this activation. I know 8 is a lot, so I want something that feels kind of light at first and then gets a little spicy towards the end of round 3, meaning you could change the difficulty or scaling as you do that. So like starting on your knees and then, all that sort of stuff. Or maybe you just stay there and that's cool too. Your Copenhagen planks are 20 seconds or up to 20 seconds aside. Um, we'll do right and left separately. I wrote 20 seconds here. If you're obviously, rolling solo, you can count on your own ish, right? Um, stop before you cramp. That's a big thing. And then your lateral lunges, 10 per direction. We've done these before, but I'll make sure we go over them again. And I just want to make sure that we feel good about stepping sideways before adding weight,
Okay.
right? So you want before we kind of load it up, just making our lateral stepping is even an option. A decent substitution is just a regular lunge step, so forward or backwards. So if sideways is no go, pick a direction forward or backwards.
Okay.
Um, and then we have split squats. We have 5 1.5 reps. I didn't write Bulgarian, although so if you feel inclined to lift the back leg or that feels like a better variation for you, we can lift the back leg.
Okay.
So there that I kind of left that one open-ended on purpose.
Okay.
And we have some V-ups and Romanian deadlifts and some rows. So we'll go through this
Okay.
together. But first and foremost, let's just kind of move around. You can keep your volume on, Arisa, if you want.
Okay. Oh, it's just us. All right.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise it's just a silent void on my end, which is
Oh, yeah. That can't be fun. Just
it's
gonna.
okay. It's just a little, it feels like sensory deprivation a little bit.
Okay. Get to listen to me breathe and groan.
I mean, if genuinely, if you are uncomfortable with that, you can mute yourself. Okay. Right. Sorry. I'm gonna keep my big sweatshirt on because it's still cold in my house, but I'll take it off eventually. It's the warm up anyways. It doesn't really matter.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take off my
Oh.
sweatshirt eventually.
I recently embraced oversized clothing, not so much outside. I like my clothes to fit, but like,
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh,
It's comfy.
okay. Okay. Oh yeah.
Bird dogs. I mean, again, the order of operations here, or maybe honestly, if you have your own, I would say, sequence of events. Ultimately, my goal with these initial movements is to kind of get you into your body. So,
Okay.
in a very low stakes kind of way, um, and see how you're feeling in basic shapes. But if you have your own warm up, wiggle, yoga, whatever, I'm meant to do that too.
I don't. For me, I'm just following what everybody else is doing. So yeah.
Well, something that and I mean, I know you've been around triathlon and things like that long enough to be like, know what you like and don't like,
Okay.
right? So I feel like, well, I don't like that, but I prefer this. Okay, do that. I mean, I need to, for a lot of my in-person, which is 99.9% of my business,
Uh-huh.
clients, it's like, great, you just came out of a meeting. Let's get out of your meeting and into your body.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing every time. It's like, oh, it's nighttime. I'm going to shut off the TV and go to bed. That's your cue that things are moving somewhere else. So to get people grounded in their bodies. So whatever that feels like, but what, like a 3 to 5 minute thing.
Okay. All
Right.
right. Let's see.
And then any additional, sometimes if I'm feeling really stiff or I'm like, oh, something feels funny, I'll then do an additional movement to address that or stretch or whatever else.
Okay. All right.
So
Let's see.
arm circles next, right? So
Okay.
I'm seated here, but these guys,
All right.
I look ridiculous. My arms do actually start here, I promise. There you go. That's my arm. Um, 10 one direction. You always count your little circles, right? You can't see my elbows are straight when I'm doing this, right? So I don't want any like bending of the elbow.
Okay.
I'd rather it be through the shoulder and rotator cuff unless you have limitations on that, of course. Good. Go forward and back, right? Forward and back. Cross. I'm approximating reps here. I'm not really super. Same thing. We're kind of touching all ranges of the shoulder. Hence the directional changes. And these are just meant to, again, test the shoulder before we go to load that.
Okay.
Okay, so then forward, back. Let's go ahead. We're not going to rotate because that's a little weird kneeling, but what we can do is thumbs down. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The thumb down one. And
Always hard. Always hard.
yeah. Yeah.
Thumbs down backwards. Okay.
Okay.
So our push-ups, right? This is one of those where I'm just looking for, even if it's a lay down, get up for the first time. I don't mind that, right? So using your knees, elevating your hands if you have the
Yeah.
do so. But I like to see 8 of them.
Okay.
If 8 is too many, because we're doing 3 sets of this,
Okay.
yeah. If 8 is too many, then we'll reduce the volume on the second and third rounds. So you're doing great, recent, but for anyone watching, right, later on in our future anyway, push-ups, we're gonna have wrist under the shoulders. Okay, to grab something like a dumbbell. Neutralize your wrist or push-ups from your wrist, your knuckles. Breathe, ease. Okay, my butt is squeezed. I'm coming down to the floor, right? I'm going to either warm up, right? Or press back up, right? And repeat. You can do that from full plank shape. Elevate your hands if you're able to. But any of those are an option today. Again, warm up territory first. Okay, so I think we all know this one, but just in case, I want to make sure we're all on the same page. Copenhagen plank. So this is a side plank variation. I don't have a setup where my leg can go through, right? So if I had, let's say, like a bench, like a workout bench, a sofa works fine. Okay, so it looks like this. I'm going to be in a side plank position. I keep my knee bent because otherwise it's too hard or hurts my knee. So, but you can straighten the leg. So you can have a straight leg position. I just prefer not to. And so shoulder over elbow. I make a fist, my bottom hand, and then I'm going to drive down with my top knee and drive up with the bottom. We're going to hold that position 20 seconds.
Okay.
Or up to. If you need to come out of that, Arisa, that is okay. Full permission, especially if you're going to cramp or whatever else. I have a clock started, by the way. But if you're counting, go by your count. 3, 2, 1. Good. To switch directions, you can either rotate away from the camera so that maybe it things that way, or, whatever feels best. Let me know when you're up, Arisa, and I'll start the clock.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I got you in the clock.
Okay.
Keep driving the top knee down, bottom knee up. 3, 2, 1. I know. Those are terrible. You're doing great.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
It's all about this adductor, this inseam, which is, I would say, heavily underrated until you do something and you're like, huh, running and biking feel better. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yes. I had my 10K on Sunday, so yeah.
good. Was that the park one?
The San Francisco half, 10 and 5, and I did the 10.
Nice. That's 10 more than I've done, so that's good. Um,
Okay.
lateral lunges. So again, we're gonna go unweighted first, okay? We're just gonna use our hands to guide us here. So my feet are together. So unlike a Cossack squat where we are in a wider stance and we stay here and shift, right? In case right to left. When the hip, as I do this, is moving backwards, right? Like a squat. Um, what we're looking for now is I'm gonna step to my
Oh,
right, right? And then I'm gonna take my left hand and kind of just reach, I would say towards, maybe touch my knee, whatever else.
okay.
Right? That's one. If you prefer to alternate, that's fine.
Okay.
But if you're alternating, that's 20.
Okay.
If you're staying per side, it's 10.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and range of motion is not super important.
Okay.
Okay. Um, pain-free is. My left knee definitely has, 6 a.m. My left knee is, I'm not warmed up. I mean, I'm awake, but my body isn't warmed up. So my left knee has an opinion about that depth. So when you're going side to side, if we are eventually adding weight, okay, I have my weight, you can even, we'll stick one side when you add weight, meaning my weight is in my left hand. So as I step to the right, I don't touch. I'm just sort of in that same,
Okay.
right? My torso specifically, right? You're doing great Aparisa. So if you're going to use weights, let's not switch. As in
Oh,
just one side of
okay.
it. Because let's, my torso is not dropping. I'm not dropping. I'm keeping my chest up, right?
Okay.
I'm not really, for me and my body, I'm not going really past my calf,
Okay.
knee-ish. I'm not touching the ground. That's something that for some of us might be an option. But for my body type and shape, I don't need to. Good. You want to step out wide enough that it feels okay.
Okay.
Okay. Beautiful. Once you have your 10 per side, you can count the unweighted ones, Arisa, as well.
Okay.
You don't have to not count those.
Thank you.
That's those.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna go back to your push-ups.
Okay. Back to one. All right. Okay. Now I'm warm enough to take off my sweatshirt. Okay.
Where I'm gonna put my sweatshirt back on. But
Yeah.
just in the interims, just break. Good. Nice work. Okay. So
All
for
right.
plank holds, beginners, you're welcome to count for yourself. But
Okay.
just if
All right.
you would like me to count for you, just say when you could say ready or
Oh, I guess I can count. All right. And then one.
good. You can obviously time this for yourself if you have Your Garmin might be kind of hard to see or wearable because it's on your wrist. Um, but
I'm just going old school and counting.
yeah, yeah. I will say if you're someone who does 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, don't do that for this one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, or do 10 1,000s instead of 20. Driving the bottom knee down or bottom knee up, top knee down, and the hips, if your back, are slightly forward, open as much as possible. Lateral lunges are
Thank
next.
you.
And it's okay to rest between things as well. I prefer to do, if I'm weighted, I tend to just either have two weights,
Oh,
right? So
okay.
I can alternate. Should I want
Okay.
to?
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
Um, but if you find that two weights is too much and or you don't want to alternate, it's okay to go with one weight in hand or no weight and just go one direction at a time. So left for 10, right for 10. Um, I didn't say non-alternating, so
Okay.
I would say pick your poison in terms of like how you want to do this. Load is always optional. Um, good. If you need to, you can always reduce the volume. So 20 total steps, 10 per direction is too much, despite changing weight, range of motion, all that stuff.
Okay.
Less.
18. All right. 19.
Work.
20.
Okay. You're going to take a break before you do your third and
Okay.
final set. You don't have to go right away. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can, but like that is not something that needs to happen. Okay.
Okay.
Um, Typically with rest in a traditional setting, we're looking at between like, depending on your effort, on the low end, a minute.
Oh.
Um, and then depending if it's really heavy or really hard, maybe 3 to 5, but that's like heavy loads,
Oh.
one rep max territory. For us, we're probably thinking like a 90-second, 2 minute max. Um, you can shorten rest, but that's usually to increase intensity
Okay.
as opposed to actually resting. So good. Warming up, right? Just keep a gentle butt squeeze. So as you warm up, the extension or that rounding of the back,
Okay.
right, becomes less, controls that a little more. Especially if you tend, not you, Arisa, but anyone, the royal you, right? Anyone who tends to have extension bias, as in when we have this chest forward, the low back hurts. The butt squeeze kind of keeps the pelvis and the brace feeling a little more connected.
Oh.
Right. Like, so if you're someone, and again, I don't think you're that person, Arisa, but if you're someone who has back pain with kind of a chest forward position and
Oh.
belly button forward versus slouching, which is flexion biased, um,
Okay.
this sort of will protect you a little bit from overextending into a shape that may be a little too intense.
Okay.
If you're a stiff athlete, then it's probably not an issue. If you're a very flexible person, this might be an issue.
Oh.
Good. Good. Just breathe through that Copenhagen plank. Trying to keep squeezing your kneecaps together. You know, it's harder than it looks. Good.
Yeah. Well, that's the third one. All right.
Good. Yeah. Final Copenhagen plank. Thank goodness. Makes you feel any better, I do these too. I'm not exempt from these. So they become less hard. I don't think they've ever become easy, but I tolerate them a little better, mildly.
Okay. All right.
Again, you can, I know you're doing a beaten bent knee there, but it's okay to extend the leg and have more of like, ankle calf on your bench or your sofa.
Okay.
My knee just doesn't love that. So, um,
Yeah, the videos that I've seen are, yeah, like you put your leg through the bench. It looks
yes.
like.
Yeah, so there's like an equipment function here, right? We can't extend the bottom leg, even if you extend the top leg, just due to the nature of our setups. I know Coach Meg has a bench, even like an ottoman with,
Oh, yeah. Huh.
it depending on the furniture you have, that might, the point is, it's okay if you can't extend your leg fully. It also puts a lot more, it's harder because the longer your lever, in this case,
Oh, yeah. Physics. All right.
yeah, the harder it becomes. And my specifically my knees don't love that. And if I don't like it, they scream at me every time. So it just might not be something I do in the near future. Um, I can work up to it later, but that being said, everyone has their own, and if you can manage that, congratulations. By all means, please do. More speaks to what my heart rate does when I'm weightlifting versus when I'm biking. It's always interesting. Usually with heavier weights, it's kind of like you're not doing anything. Oh, it's like, but I
Okay.
with things like this, high volume lunges, it thinks I'm working out. Okay, well deserved break. Blah. Okay, so enough of this side business, right? We've woken up the system, to say the least, laterally. So both laterally, outside, medially, inside, right? So next thing we're gonna do, we have our split squats. Again, the 1.5 is just meant to challenge the systems a little bit. Again, I want this pain-free. So if that range of motion differs from leg to leg, fine. And you can lift the back foot or not. Frankly, that's more of a matter of taste and your weight choices that you have. So, the 1.5 squat. So we'll start with 2 feet first. So we can agree one squat is this, right? Down and up, or in a split position, right? And down and up. Okay, that's one, right? So 1.5 in this variation, or this variation, is down, half, down, one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's a sneaky one. But what I like about this is it's a little bit of a quad pump.
Okay.
The other thing is it challenges your knee position and not necessarily, hopefully not in a bad way. So if my foot stays in line, my knee stays in line with my foot, and I go down, half, down, one, that partial rep challenges this system and in a way that generally for me feels pretty good. So if I'm working on stabilizing through the hip, down, half, down, one, right? My systems have to work for me instead of moving through mid ranges. So if I just go down and up, that's easier because I'm just extending the leg. But I'm asking myself to go partially, right?
Okay.
Just to be clear, we're not shifting the weight, or at least I'm not excessively shifting the knee forward. So this,
Uh-huh.
right? My knee is forward in that I have to move it forward, but I'm not leading with it. Okay.
Okay.
If it hurts in the front of your kneecap, you can look into your own camera, into a
Okay.
mirror, whatever. Doing
Okay.
5 per leg.
Oh,
You can try unweighted first, a reset
oh,
if you like.
okay.
You don't have to. I think weight is great. If you're comfortable adding weight to this, add weight. If you have no idea, if you're not sure yet, it's okay to go unweighted for round or set 1
Okay.
of 5.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And weights here, if you do add weight, can be lighter.
Okay. Oh, okay. Good to know.
You do more. Or do you essentially think of this as like an 8 to 10 rep from a mental
Oh,
perspective?
because it's 1.5. Okay.
Ah,
All right.
so
One.
half down.
Okay. One, two, two.
Sit back first. So when you're squatting, I
Uh-huh.
want you to move back, sit back, then down.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
All right.
So less knee. So you're this is maybe it's your camera. That's okay. It looks like you're doing this when you're squatting. Even when we're moving
Oh,
backwards, the knee is leading. I want the hip to lead, even if it's
oh,
only starting it. So I don't need you to go super hamstringy, but instead of this, I want that sitting back. So you should feel it here too, and your quads. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, there we go. The knee will move, but the knee is not driving or directing.
Ah, okay.
So I know we're using one leg, but imagine sitting down, back and down to something. Yeah, there you go. And chances are you're probably just avoiding your glutes because we busted them up about 30 seconds ago. So they're probably asking for a break. Um, yeah, that's better.
Okay.
But again, if you feel like it's a little knee heavy, you can shift the load to the hamstring. You could also intentionally load the knee, as long as it's intentional. Good.
All right.
Now that you've felt what that feels like, unload,
Now I'll do some lighter.
add weight. Yeah,
Okay.
should you choose, of course.
Okay.
We're still gonna keep the volume at 5 1.5 reps. Depending on what you've got going on later today or this week or whatever. I know we're kind of early in the season, so not a lot's happening, but it is okay, depending on where you're in a build or not build phase, to reduce the volume of sets. So instead of changing the volume of the reps, do 3 sets instead of 5 sets, for example. That can be kind of how you think about it. Nice job. Work. These are harder than these are harder than just doing like 8 to 10 reps in consecutive order. Yeah. Good. Nice work. You feel inclined, not that you have to reset, but for anyone who is we're limited in our weight choice, right? So the heaviest dumbbell I have is 20 pounds, which I don't usually demonstrate with because it's early, but nonetheless, if you've topped out on your weights, like great, I have my biggest dumbbells, my biggest kettlebells, and this is still either not challenging enough, not complicated enough, because I want to add more complexity. Um, Obviously, lifting the back foot can be more challenging. The other way to challenge this is adding or increasing the height of your weight. So instead of by your sides, it could be at your chest, on your shoulders, right? So same thing. Good. So that was 3, right? Because you did empty, no weight, 2 weights.
Oh,
No, no, you can rest. That's fine. You can sit down and take a break. That's all right.
all right.
So what I'm mentioning about the 3 to versus 5 sets is just if you are going to reduce the volume, reduce the number of sets as opposed to the reps.
All right. I don't know. I've
So
lost it.
this one will be 4, Arisa. And how about this? At the end of 4, for you, if that is enough, it's enough. And that's not a trick question.
Okay.
Okay. Um, Genuinely, we're all, well, I'm sure hard is hard. I want to respect that. Um, and I want this to feel restorative and helpful and productive. And if we're at 5 sets, there's 1 set too many. Do 4. Okay. Um, Enough. And everyone's gonna have their own level of what enough is. Okay.
I'll do one more.
Yeah. But it's okay to take a break. For the record, taking a break also means putting your weights down.
Oh, all right.
I mean, you can carry your weights. Um, I'd be like resting at the corner like if you're walking home from the grocery store and holding your grocery bags in your hand and not putting them down. That's right. Or like, yeah. Anyway. Um,
All right. Do the last one's a little bit heavier then.
right.
Okay. All right.
If you're ever unsure, you can kind of look. I mean, obviously, you're good. So start with, so that's a little knee, right? So the knee is moving forward. That's more like walking
Oh, I.
downstairs. Imagine walking upstairs.
Okay.
Go upstairs. Yeah, there you go. So there actually is value in the knee tracking forward. It's fine. I just want that to be an intentional choice,
Uh,
right? As opposed to a default pattern. You know that you have options. All right, excuse me. Ooh. It might be a 3 cup of coffee kind of day. Blah, blah, blah. It's okay. I have the little Japanese pour overs, the little like packets.
okay.
And those come in pretty handy. Okay,
Okay.
excellent. Take a nice long break.
Okay.
Um, we have some alternating V-ups, right? Or some variation of core work here.
Okay.
So I can put reps on that. It's 10. I meant
Oh,
to.
okay.
I don't know why I missed that. Anyway, I'll edit that. So 10 alternates, 10 total, unless you like to add more. 10 alternating V-ups. We have 10 Romanian deadlifts. We can also make these good mornings if you want more of a stretch. So if you wanted to reduce the load and just get a nice stretch of the hamstring, change it to a good morning. Okay. And then, so just for reference, instead of taking your kettlebell or your dumbbell and doing your Romanian deadlift 10 times, right, with weight in hand, you can just have your, just, just a nice stretch of the hamstring. You don't have to add load, just a nice. So you can choose recovery, stretchy things, or a little load there too. Sometimes the load can actually add to the stretch, which is not a bad thing.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be big, heavy work there because so you're alternating V-ups. This is where you're laying on the ground and you have a few variations. So we talk long and short levers, right? So that goes for the legs mostly. Either we are, so long lever would be left hand, right foot, okay? Shoulder off the ground, V, right? If we can't touch our toes, maybe it's knee, right? So it's not, if it's a flexibility issue, can't touch your toes, that's fine. Touch the calf, touch the knee, right? But we're lifting the shoulders off the ground, right? Um, that's harder than it looks for many people. If you are more inclined for actual V-ups, that is, I can't reach over my head, but hands over your head. Blah. Not that. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. That's it. So whatever variation you're gonna choose.
Okay. 10.
Um, and then 10 of those. If you're doing the alternate or if you're doing the side to side ones. So any of these, right?
Okay.
It's 1, 2, where each rep counts,
Okay.
not 10 per side. And then we have 7 per side, forearm plank rows or 3-point rows. They're both 3 points of contact. One is what we've done before, where you have your weight, right? And elbow on knee, rowing. Sorry, terrible camera angle there. There you go. So we're just, simple enough. We can put hand on couch. That's cool, right? Your forearm row, similar idea, but we're going to be in a forearm plank. Well, it's slightly elevated. So I'm going to use a sofa, which is not ideal, but it works. And when I go to this guy. So, yes, this is a baguette if you wonder. So we have forearm plank. I know it's a little squishy, but it works. Okay. I'm going to row with my left hand. So my
Okay.
dumbbell's out of camera view. So in my forearm plank, I grab my dumbbell. 1, 2.
Okay.
But if you don't have this set up and or you don't want to do that, we can just 3-point row it.
Okay.
Beautiful. When you're ready, Risa, start whenever you want. So,
All right. The ups. All right.
or dead bugs, or
No, wait. Ah, okay.
good. You get to reach for your knee as opposed to your toes.
Okay.
That's gonna make it, more sustainable.
Okay.
The other thing is if you have really long legs and a really short torso, this is good. Nice job. Nice work. So the focus is lifting the shoulder versus lifting the feet, which you're doing a great job of, right? Okay. 10 total, 5 per side.
Oh.
So that feels like about that.
Okay. All
So
right.
out of your 10 Romanian deadlifts, both
Okay.
weight. I used 1. I used my kettlebell, but you can have 2. You have a dumbbell in each hand. That
Okay.
works fine too. If you're doing that variation, we're just going to keep the dumbbell or your weights. I'll still use my kettlebell just to demonstrate. Imagine I have one in my right hand, just next to your legs.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't want to hold it in the middle,
Oh, okay.
you can have one in each hand. But the hands, there you go. Belly stays braced. I know I'm wearing a very large sweatshirt, but good. And neither of these should cause any explicit back pain. But if your low back feels like it is activating, it's being used in a helpful way, yes. It's activated in a bad way, as in it's going to hurt later, I want to modify range of motion. Okay, 7 per side, either forearm plank rows. I go much lighter on those.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Versus like a pure 3-point row, which I can get much heavier.
Oh.
Okay, so
Um,
do the forearm variation, right? It's a lot of core work involved. You just want to, I say just, if you'd like to do your more traditional hand on knee, hand on elbow surface, yeah, that can be a little bit heavier generally.
oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's okay that you can progressively build across these sets, or so you don't have to pick this weight only.
Okay.
This sounds funny. Imagine squeezing a lemon in your armpit
Ah, okay.
at
That's
the top.
quite the visual. Okay.
Yeah. Because oftentimes we don't, the shoulder, and you're doing fine. The shoulder and the people will like here, right? You squeeze lemon, the shoulder stays in line with the pec instead of in front of.
Okay.
Yeah. I say lemon, you could pick any citrus you want. The wider your grip, I say like, obviously it's gonna match. Right?
Okay.
Grapefruit, pomelo, whatever you want. Good. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. Nice work. I want to acknowledge that everyone could touch their toes, like even point blank, like bending over, touching toes. So if you're that person, you can't touch your toes from a sort of forward fold position. Doing a V up with your legs straight is pretty much impossible. And that's okay, right? Um, or acknowledge that and respect that. I don't expect everyone to fold in half and touch their toes. Good. A little more chest up. So I don't mind the elbow, right? You're doing a great job with this. I don't mind this position or even this position,
Uh-huh.
but I still want the chest up when you
Okay.
do it instead of,
All right.
and it might feel like a male gorilla territory, kind of like puffing up your chest. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
I like to think like if they have that, I mean, that logo on your shirt, someone should be able to see the top of it
Oh,
at all.
right. I know you always say that like, so you can see
Or
my
name
name
tag.
tag. I
Yeah,
can't
lapel,
keep that in
whatever.
mind. Yeah.
Corsage if you wear it on your suit jacket. I don't know, whatever you want. Um, good. So this row, right, when we're doing rows, pulling elbow back like you are now, we're going for kind of below the shoulder. So lats, under the armpit, maybe a little tricep because it's there. It's rarely like a delt, shoulder thing. The shoulder's just the joint we're working with.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, whoops, I forgot the Romanian deadlifts.
That's okay.
All right, I will do them now.
The order of operations in this particular case is not crucial.
Okay.
These can be work or restorative. You can choose the difficulty. Okay. It's gonna sound funny. I want less movement for you, meaning just the hips. Yep,
Oh,
that's it.
right, I forgot. Okay.
That's okay. Romanian deadlifts versus deadlifting from the ground. They're very similar. One is just there's more range of motion. The Romanian has less. Keep the hands next to your body.
Okay.
So thumbs forward like this. Neutral grip, right? Yeah. So instead of this way, I want your thumbs forward. Yeah, just kind of next to you like you'd hold your suitcase. Yeah.
Oh,
It's more natural for us to do that than it is to have kind of like you're holding a barbell.
ah,
It's okay to hold it in a we call neutral grip.
okay.
Um, that the shoulder can support itself easier. If you're
Okay.
used to overhand like a barbell, you can do that as long as that feels normal for you. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. We have 4 minutes left. Do you want to
Oh,
call it a day?
I think, wait, was that already three? I
I don't
forgot.
know. I can't remember. I should have.
I think it might have been two. I'll do one more for good measure. Okay.
If you, is that 3? Now I'm questioning myself.
I'm sorry.
No, no, I honestly don't know, Arisa. I would trust you if you thought you did 3, because I think,
I thought I only did two, but
mm,
okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now I'll do 10 Romanian deadlifts. Okay. Okay. All right.
good.
All right.
Those are very hamstringy and glute heavy. Your
Okay.
butt.
Oh, yes. And
Yeah.
I noticed them. Yes.
So if you, in order, which you seem to be choosing the hard route, which is fine. So I give you options. If you want to go the recovery route, the good morning is a similar, it's more of a stretch, quote, stretch. Lengthening, activating with less or no load. All right. Good. Yeah, keeping the hands, if you're carrying weights near the body, for carrying weight, between your feet. Good.
Okay. And then forearm plank rows. Okay.
Or I would say forearm plank, right? Or 3-point rows.
Okay.
The loading pattern is slightly different, but they're both good. So you've been doing 3-point rows, you can stick with those.
Oh, 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 I'll just. Okay.
Good. So yeah, you're gonna imagine squeezing that lemon
Oh,
in between your, I guess, not bicep, tricep, and your body. If the lemon is too small, maybe it's a grapefruit. Okay. Right? We're just keeping tension under the armpit.
okay.
That's all. Good. If you're looking in a mirror or taking videos, we want the shoulder joint to stay in line with the chest or behind, but we rarely want forward of. We call
Oh,
it bride shoulder.
okay.
So we don't want, if you feel like a bride, we're not
Oh,
bride
so
shoulder. But
not rolling forward.
yeah,
All
we're
right.
not internally rotating
We're
under
good.
load.
Okay.
I think there's time and place for that, but not here. Lovely.
Okay.
Well-deserved rest.
All
Good
right.
work. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
showing up, and I will hopefully see you next week. And I will keep my fingers crossed for you on this interview, follow-up interview.
Thank you. All
Okay.
right.
Bye,
Thanks.
Aretha.
Bye bye.